Okay, that's all I was saying.
Not really, but
That was
okay.
my point.
I think you pivoted
You
to
think
that
I'm
point.
saying that you couldn't have? You think I'm saying you could not have been a professional golfer?
I think that's literally what you said.
I have no idea if we time traveled back to the 80s if you could have been a professional golfer. You obviously ended up being a professional athlete, so maybe you could have. I don't know.
It's the way you saying it. It's the way you saying it, Connor.
What
I
am,
don't like the way
what
you
am I
saying it.
saying?
I don't like the way,
It's really
I
hard to
don't
be a
like the-
professional
Oh,
golfer. Really hard. I believe in you, though.
it's like
Listen, number 8, 2013. People don't forget.
You ready?
Born ready.
You ready? You ready to go?
Yeah, I said I was born ready.
You ready to go?
Yes.
You want to start?
Oh, you want me to start it?
No, I'm just fucking with you, dog. I feel like we started different today. You know what I mean? Welcome back to, you know what
All
I
right,
mean?
what do you want to do?
That's the start. That's the intro.
Oh,
We do the
okay.
same
Just
thing.
leave all
You
that
know?
in.
Yeah, leave all that shit in.
All right.
That's how we starting the show today.
I thought you wanted
'Cause
like a
that's what it is.
grand, something new, something fresh.
That was kind of new and fresh though.
I guess so.
Yeah. So it's Tuesday. Well, it's not just any Tuesday, Big T, when this comes out. Do you know what's special about this date?
July 14th. Is this something unique to us, or is this like a historical marker?
I don't know. Let's Google it. July 14th is known historically as Bastille Day, which commemorates the 1789 storming of the Bastille prison in Paris.
French Revolution.
This violent uprising against the Bourbon monarchy became a defining foundational moment that ushered in the French Revolution. It is celebrated today as France's national holiday.
My guess is that wasn't what you were referencing.
No, I wasn't referencing shit. I was literally like, I don't know.
You were just guessing.
Yeah, I'm sure some shit. I mean, humans have been alive for a while now, so shit happens every day in our history, So
yeah,
just kind of see what. Also, Billy the Kid was shot and killed today by Sheriff Pat Garrett in Fort Sumner, New Mexico. Shout out to the crib.
National Mac and Cheese Day.
National. I'm kind of sick of these days.
I was just fixing to say that.
Yeah, like there's too many fucking days. National Mac and Cheese Days. Gives a fuck.
Also,
right?
I can't prove it, but they do a bunch of them like 3 or 4 times a year. There's a National Ice Cream Day 4 times a year.
National Boyfriend and Girlfriend Day.
Yes, those are all the time.
And what does that mean though? Like, what does that actually mean? Like, does it mean it's not a federal holiday? So it's like who made it? It's just
it's just Hallmark made it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hallmark.
Yeah.
Don't forget to buy your cards for National Girlfriend Day. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm off that. But
we should we should make one though, because you could just declare it. So what do we want to have a day for?
But we just said we don't like the day.
I know, but we'll like it if we come up with one. What's something that doesn't get enough respect?
Cocaine.
I think it gets its just due.
Okay.
I think
enough.
people are,
but not like. I think that's more like under the because like you're never proud if you do cocaine. You just like it.
I think there for sure some.
But you don't really tell nobody you do cocaine, bro. It's always like you hide it.
I think you're not around enough people doing cocaine, and I wish I wasn't, but I am.
Clearly, so please tell me about these people.
I mean, you want me to call some in here? We got them. We can get them in.
I actually don't know who does cocaine over there.
I mean, listen, I don't want. It's none of my business, but
that's my point though. You gotta
no
hide
one in
it.
this room.
Yeah.
Does anybody do cocaine on this podcast?
No.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Phew. All right.
I don't like drugs, but I specifically don't like drugs that could have fentanyl and that have to go up my nose. I don't like that idea.
Yeah, I'm so afraid that cocaine would kill me the
Yeah,
First time I
Same.
tried that, I just never tried it.
Yeah,
Same.
no, it really does scare the fuck out of me.
I think it would kill
Yeah.
me.
I mean, you're so tiny, it would just go.
R.I.P. Len Bias.
Is that how he died?
Yeah. I think it was the first time he ever did cocaine.
R.I.P. Lindsey Graham.
Nice.
Test your drugs.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, yeah, we can start the show off with this guy. Lindsey Graham. Not a fan. Always sad for families when somebody dies. But like indifferent otherwise. I have questions about his death. And I'm finding out things about him that I didn't know that I guess I just never really looked into. He was gay?
Well,
Not
I
confirmed,
think
but
that's the haters have speculated that with, I don't believe, any evidence.
So there's no evidence of him being gay, just a whole bunch of. But he wasn't married and didn't have kids. It is odd for a senator not to be married and to be.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
yeah, no, he
That's
was.
a little odd.
And there's a lot of stories about him reaching out to people in the community in Washington D.C. for favors, sexually.
Who was he at Disney World with recently?
Himself.
No.
Yeah.
He went with somebody.
If you can find out who, I'd love to
I'm
know.
looking-
But
'cause-
I've only seen pictures of him alone.
Because he's holding this
The
like,
wand.
Yeah, this little kid thing. I have to imagine he was not there alone.
Here's my thing about celebrity gay rumors. I feel like if there's gay rumors, you're gay. And again, nothing wrong with being gay. Do your thing. I don't care. But there's there's no speculation about dudes that ain't gay being gay. You know what I mean? There's it just doesn't happen. The speculations start to happen because enough questions start to arise. And then there's a whole bunch of people coming out saying now that he's dead, yeah, I used to, tickle that fancy.
Yeah.
I think there have been people that come out, but I don't know if it's confirmed. Obviously not. But
And then there's all these videos I see. Like I said, I'm not a fan of him, so I don't actively search Lindsey Graham videos. Where there's people that would go up to him and say, "Hey man, why don't you just admit that you're gay?" And he would just ignore it. I mean, as you should if you're trying to hide it. But I don't know, man.
You said you had questions about his death?
Yeah. So okay, so he died
Just in Russia.
right? But he
Or
wasn't. This is why I think he's gay or messing with trans Jones, right? Because he didn't have no wife, right? And then he said he had a heart attack in the middle of the night. Who called the police?
Well, he was with he's a senator. He has a whole team of people.
In the middle of the night?
I don't know it was at the middle of the night because I read he was.
That's what I heard.
He was supposed to go
Confirm
on.
it. I could be wrong.
I guess maybe that makes sense because he was supposed to go on Meet the Press Sunday morning, and he said he wasn't feeling good, and they were like, "Go to a doctor," and he was like, "I'll do it on Sunday after Meet the Press," and then he keeled over and died.
Damn. Yeah, but to me, that's what I'm saying. I think he was probably messing with one of his things, and they called the ambulance.
That sounds like wild speculation.
It is.
Yeah.
Are we not a conspiracy podcast?
No,
Big T?
I just don't know what we can get sued for.
Fuck that. Fuck, we ain't gonna get sued for that. Allegedly.
Yeah,
all
it's
you
just
gotta do is say allegedly.
Yeah, you're just speculating.
Just speculating. Just asking questions, man.
Did you click that tweet I sent you?
Did you click the tweet I sent
It
you?
was-
You sent me 6.
It was Trump on I assume Fox talking.
Oh wait, on my text or in the
no,
email?
it's in the email. This is President Trump discussing the death of Senator Lindsey Graham.
He loved playing golf, loved being outside. He'd play golf with people, and you just liked him. It wasn't that he was a great striker of the ball. He wasn't exactly a perfect. He wasn't Jack Nicklaus. He was not Tiger, but he loved it, and he had fun.
Wasn't a great striker of the ball, but he had fun. He's
Again,
obsessed with doing that. He was at the Army Navy game, and he was like, these guys, they don't play the best football, but we love it. And one of them was ranked. I think Army was ranked at the time. Like, he loves doing that.
I mean, that's him. He's an asshole. He's not a good human.
How does that even come to your mind, though?
I think he has this superiority complex, man, where he just has to fight. It's like, so when like he meets people, he has to like do that firm handshake bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Because he's just the stronger man, like that type shit. So like when somebody passes in his mind, he's like, weak guy,
I actually think
think
in his mind though, he was paying him a compliment. He was like, he really loved to golf, even though he wasn't that good. Like, I think to him, he's complimenting him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, he's wrong, but yeah.
It's like he not a great striker of the ball, but he loved to be out there,
This would make sense if they was really good friends. I don't know their friendship though. Like if they was really good friends, that'd be funny. Like if one of the homies died and he's like, yeah, he was kind of trash at golf though, and then everybody laughs that knows that he was trash. It was an inside joke. But like if they just had like a working relationship and he's just randomly saying like, yeah, he was kind of shit at golf, like then it's weird. But Trump going Trump. Fuck it.
I'm reading another quote. This is from Trump about Lindsey Graham. He had one bad moment in the January 6th thing when he stood up. All right, now I've had it. That's it. I can't do it anymore. Then he called me about 40 minutes later and said, did I really say that? I can't believe it. And he took it back. So I give him a 99.9 instead of 100.
He said, I can't take it.
I guess maybe on January 6th, Lindsey Graham said something. I don't know what Trump is referencing.
He almost had a spine? Crazy.
So Trump gives him a 99.9 instead of 100.
That's crazy. His favorite moment is him almost having a spine. That's funny.
No, I think he's saying that was his least favorite moment.
Yeah, his one flaw.
Oh. You know what I'm saying? His favorite moment is him almost having a spine. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
This episode of Macrodosing is brought to you by Reese's. There is something for everyone when it comes to Reese's. We have all the products here in the office. We have the Reese's room with everything. I like just the OG, the classic Reese's cup. I do. Now they have the one with the Oreo. I like that for a nice little change of pace. Have y'all been up in the Reese's room?
Oh, have
Of course.
Oh, have I? I have a supply at my desk that I bring down from the Reese's room so I don't have to get up multiple times.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. The Reese's stick. New big thing.
I haven't had the stick.
I haven't had the stick.
Oh my God. It's like wafer with peanut butter. It's a Reese's with wafer in between. It is
okay.
Quite something.
I'm interested in that.
I
might
like
go
the
grab that right
s'mores. That's one, right? They have the graham cracker at the bottom.
Oh, see, I only know the marshmallow.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's the marshmallow. It might just be
Marshmallow
marshmallow,
one's also
not
special.
s'more. But
imagine the marshmallow one in between a s'more, like as a s'more accoutrement.
So good. Sometimes people do s'mores. The chocolate is
the Reese's.
Yeah.
And then we have the minis, which are taller than the regular. So if you're more of a peanut butter, that's got more peanut butter in it.
It's a different ratio
as well.
It's perfect. The chocolate and peanut butter. It's like France right now in the World Cup. Nobody's going to beat them. And you can't beat Reese's. Reese's, the official candy partner of Barstool Sports. Get Reese's wherever you shop.
I just look at, why is Lamar Jackson trending?
He's number 69 on the NFL Top 100.
69?
Nice.
That's really low.
That's why people are tweeting about it.
Makes sense. Okay. 69 is kind of crazy.
You had to be on the top 100 a few years.
Yeah, I think what
was your highest?
8.
Really?
The fuck you mean really? Like, why you say it like that?
I wouldn't have guessed 8.
Hold the fuck on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were number 8.
2013.
Hold the fuck on.
No, that's really
Connor.
good. That's really good, dude.
What the fuck was that?
That's awesome.
Hey, rewind that back and play it like 2 or 3 times. Mac, that shit was crazy.
I wouldn't have guessed 8. That's really good.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of the Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle when he was like, how old are you? He was like, I'm 50, 16. He's like, damn.
No, I would have guessed you were up there, but 8?
No, you wouldn't have guessed.
I would have guessed teens. I would have guessed teens. I would have guessed teens.
That's crazy.
14.
You don't think I was a
maybe.
top 10 player ever in the
I'd
NFL?
have to go look at it. So this is 2013.
2011, you were 25. In 2015, you were 80. Was 2013 your peak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2013
Yeah, it
was
was
the
my
highest.
peak, yeah.
I'm looking. Oh, it's one of the NFL wants me to click through a slideshow. These
2013, 8, 2011, and 2012, 25, and then 2015, you were 80.
All right, Adrian Peterson, Peyton Manning, Calvin Johnson, Tom Brady, J.J. Watt, 2 top 8 players on the Texans. That's pretty. Aaron Rodgers, Aldon Smith, interesting. Arian.
R.I.P. by the way.
Von Miller is 9. Von Miller was a great ball player.
Was, yeah.
Patrick Willis, number 10. I didn't realize he was still doing it that long. Wanted to go to Tennessee, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Drew
That's
Brees,
actually
11.
wild,
You think you're better than Drew Brees?
I think I had a when you say better than Drew Brees, like comparing players like that are kind of like it's nonsensical. We do 2 different things. So I will say
it's light behind you. It's not. Oh, Matt Ryan's 17. If Arian's 8, Matt Ryan's got to be 3. Matt Ryan, the GOAT.
Matt Ryan's a great ball player. Really good golfer too. No, I think I had a run in the NFL where like for 3 years, like so if I don't, I say so like 2010, 11, and 12, like I was a perennial all pro bowler. And so like when you do it consistently for like 3, 4, 5 years, you get respect around the league, and you were known as one of the better players in the league. And I think that next year after until I got hurt, and I missed like the entire season, and then the next year I was back, doing Pro Bowl things. But yeah, when you do it that long, yeah,
no,
I can't. That's crazy, big.
No,
dog.
That's very impressive.
Like healthy when I was healthy, like I only had like 2 or 3 healthy seasons. Like I was always leading the league in like scrimmage yards and touchdowns. Like, I was nice, man. I don't toot my own horn a lot, but I was nice, dog.
I know.
I put into work.
It's July. The highlight tape's out. I've seen it. Julio Jones, 26. 26?
But you don't understand at the time.
You got to look at the year before.
You got to look at the context of when all this shit came out. I was in a commercial with Julio Jones. Like we got signed to Under Armour together. Like he was a little younger than me. So like his peak was like right when I was winding down.
Yeah.
And his peak was like a little bit after when I was gone.
Was that an Under Armour commercial or a Foot Locker commercial?
I believe it was a little bit of both.
Because I feel like I remember it being Foot Locker. I've seen it. Y'all are like by the pool.
Yeah. Not Famous Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was maybe both. I mean, because we were all decked out in Under Armour shit. Which at the time, not good stuff.
Really?
I wasn't a fan.
That must have been like right when they start. When did they start doing like the Click Clack campaign? When was that?
That was before
like 08, 09 maybe.
That was bad. They had the best, and they changed the entire game with the Under Armour, but ended up the rebrand of it got better. Nike, the dry fit, like Nike shit, like the shit that you were underneath pads, like they changed the game with that. Like that's what they did. But I think all the rest of the stuff is kind of, like just aesthetically, they didn't have the designs were never my favorite styles. Like even now, like Steph Curry, the greatest shooter the game of basketball has ever seen. I've never even seen a pair of his shoes and felt anything like, is not good. Not good shoes.
Yeah, the fact they didn't capitalize on having Steph Curry is.
I just think, I don't know if it's a design thing or if it's just that logo. And maybe I'm old too. I could just be an old head thing to where I don't look at Under Armour like I look at a Nike. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think anyone does. Thing.
I can't answer that question. But like I just think when you look at like when you look at some of Kyrie's shoes or KD or LeBron's, like those are some dope shoes, like some of them. But I never saw a pair of Steph Curry's and was like, yeah, them shit's kind of hot. Like, nah.
And I think like I am a Nike guy. Tennessee just switched to Adidas last week. Adidas has some good stuff now. It's better. You should go look at it. It's
touche. No, touche. It's better. Touche. Adidas is rebrand after, I think it was like Beyonce started doing stuff with them, James Harden, Kanye actually I think changed the DNA of Adidas, like really brought the urban streetwear culture to Adidas. I think that kind of changed the game for them. And you're right, they have come up with a lot better stuff. We'll see with the I haven't seen any of the cleats and stuff that they're coming out with.
I don't love their basketball shoes. I think football and stuff, it's all fine.
James Harden had some pretty good ones. I ain't gonna lie. I have bought a pair of James Harden shoes. They was alright. It was alright. I wasn't mad.
See, these to me, I don't like the look of these.
Which one? Which one? You saw all of them?
I'm looking at the Harden 10 or 7s. Excuse me.
It was Harden.
Or no, Harden Volume 10. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are the ugliest shit. No, yuck.
That's not what you have.
That's not that. That looked like the old That looked like the old Kobe Jones. You remember them?
The Adidas ones, the Crazy Eights.
Yeah,
I know of them.
Moon boot shoes. Big yuck. I'm trying to see which, like, is there like a picture of all the James Harden shoes? Here I go. Yeah, some of these are alright. Like the 5s are okay. I don't mind that. The 8s are kind of fire. 8s are kind of dope, actually. Nice. I've never been one to keep up with what number of shoe.
Well, now I mean LeBron's on. I mean, Lord knows what number. Yeah, it's out of control.
He never really had a culturally impactful shoe. I would say either. I would say the most culturally impactful shoes clearly Jordan.
The thing about
AI had a staple.
I can't name you any numbers of LeBron's, but a ton of people wear them. Like I can never. The LeBron 12. That was the one that was,
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's any of those like that. Well, LeBron has made one of those. I'm not a super shoe head like that. Like there are people who this is what they do, right? Like I got some homeboys who they love the shoe game. That's never been my thing. I'm a Chuck Taylor kind of dude.
If you even wear shoes,
huh?
If you even put closed-toed shoes on,
facts, right? But we changing that. You know what I'm saying? In the next couple months,
you're a fashion guy.
You gonna see, I'm not gonna say a fashion guy. I'm just an older Aryan. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Distinguished.
You getting Unk Aryan, walking into my Unk years. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I like when I say culturally impactful, I mean like shit that goes synonymous with like streetwear. So you'll see cats putting together fits with the Jordans on or the AIs or you know what I'm saying. There's a few couple say with like the KGs. They're in the culture culturally impactful space. I would say there's some J Kidd ones. Them was dope. But I never really seen like nobody just put a fit on with the bronze like that. I could be wrong, but I have never really seen it like that.
Now maybe this is because I was in middle school. I don't know if this hit the mainstream, but in like 2010, 11, like the wearing LeBrons with like a fit was a thing. But that was probably just a middle school deal. I don't know if that was out in the zeitgeist.
I was in the streets during 2010.
Yeah.
Brothers was not wearing the bronze with the
okay.
fits.
All right.
Yeah. And this is not a Mike versus Braun basketball debate. This is strictly a shoe.
Oh, well, there's no question there. I mean,
it's facts. There's a great I would say the greatest picture of all time when you're talking about shoe matchups. It's when young AI was guarding Jordan in the Jordan 11s, and then AI had the questions on. Dog, that shit is iconic. It's iconic.
Who made the Iverson shoe? That's a little before my time.
Reebok.
That's right.
And Reebok, I don't think they've came up with anything close to as impactful as that. But that's also because AI though. AI changed the entire culture of the NBA. He was like the first, like he was not the first, like, you know, street dude in the NBA, clearly, but he was the one that like brought the culture to the NBA. I mean, his mom was braiding his hair on the sideline, shit like that. It was just, you know what I mean? He just culturally like a cultural icon. And his shoe, I think no matter who he signed with or what shoe it was gonna be dope.
Well, he and Shaq work for Reebok now. They're trying to like bring it back.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the shoe. I think they have like one shoe out right now. It looks fine.
Whose is it?
It's called the Engine A. It's got too many Reebok logos on it, I'll tell you that. They need a new logo. This logo just looks like 1994.
I agree. I think that's been their problem for me, is their logo don't look. It's what makes Nike so dope. A fact that aside from the fact that I think a lot of what they do is innovative and they're always trying to stay ahead of the curve, but their logo is just perfect. The Reebok logo has always been like, it's
What is it? I don't even know what it is.
I don't know. It's too much going on. Like what is it? Is like, what is Reebok? There's got to be like a story behind it, right?
I'd assume.
Let's see. Reebok's logo and name honors South African antelope known as Reebok. The logo reflects the brand's British roots, athleticism, and commitment to total wellness. The name Reebok comes from the Afrikaans word for the graceful, swift gazelle. The brand's symbols evolved to represent these core ideals. And that's a miss for me.
I mean, it's fine, but the logo just doesn't look very good. I'll tell you what I just found out, though. They signed Darius Acuff. I don't know how much Darius Acuff you've watched. That kid could
not much.
That kid could be a star.
Where, who, what, when, where?
He was a freshman at Arkansas last year. I don't even know who drafted him.
Okay.
He plays for the Sacramento Kings. Maybe not going to be a star. But you should go watch some Darius Acuff highlights. He's a baller.
Darius Acuff.
But yeah, AI and Shaq work for Reebok now. They made a documentary. I think it's on Netflix. Nate Ament's in it, who played at Tennessee and now plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're trying to like bring Reebok basketball back, make it a thing again.
You need a young bull. You can't just have two old heads trying to bring back a shoe that you gonna put Velcro on it. Nah, dog. Nobody won't buy that shit. That's the thing. This economy is a youth-driven economy. Like, I love Shaq and I love AI, but they ain't gonna make a shoe for me that's gonna make me go buy it. You know what I mean? You need a young bull to drive that car.
Well, also, I'm looking. These shoes are $130. If you're Reebok, you got to come out with a $70 shoe.
Is this you talking about the engine?
Yeah.
I don't hate the design.
No,
the design's not terrible.
It's fine, but if I'm paying that much for a shoe, I'm gonna get the ones that I know, not that. Now, for $60, I would consider getting that.
This fucking logo, man. They got to change it. There's this dude on Instagram I follow. I don't know what his name is. Let me try to find it. But all he does in his entire page is he's a graphic designer. He just redesigns logos.
I follow all those accounts.
Dog, it's so dope. And like at first I was like, let me see what he's done the Nike one, he's done UPS, he's done FedEx, he's done like
whoa. You just named two of the most iconic logos that should never ever change.
I know.
UPS do whatever. Nike and FedEx.
So he did it. I'm telling you, bro. Like, he explains why he does the subtle changes that he does. Nike, he didn't change too much. He just made it. I think it was like there was like something not very symmetrical about the back half of the swoosh or something like that. He kept it looks like a Nike still, but the way he explains the way he does it, he upgrades everything he does. He's fire, bro. Let me try to find him.
Okay, I'm looking at the redesigned FedEx logo. It's just, why fix what ain't broken, you know?
Nah, he killed that shit.
It's good. It turns the arrow into a house, but like,
yeah,
you don't need that.
I get stuck in your old ways, man.
It's a perfect logo.
What?
FedEx is a perfect logo. Do you know the story of FedEx, by the way? At least I think the founder has said this isn't entirely true, but they were down to their last like 10 grand. Like they were going to go out of business. And he went to Vegas and basically bet it all and won a bunch of money that kept FedEx open for a little while longer. And then that's when they really hit it.
What game did he bet it on?
I'd have to go look it up.
That would be interesting. And he should incorporate something like that in the logo.
How Fred Smith rescued FedEx from bankruptcy by playing blackjack in Las Vegas. Fred Smith took FedEx's last $5,000 and won 27 grand playing blackjack in the company's early years in the 1970s.
Damn. How much is $27,000 in 1970?
I'm going to guess $62,000.
You're going to guess 62. That's you like that mental math, don't you?
Oh, wow, way off. 203.
200 grand?
Yeah.
Damn. He came up.
And you know who his son is?
Of course, everybody knows that. Let's say it at the same time.
Right. One, two, three.
2, 3. Yeah.
Right. His son is Arthur Smith, who was the former head coach of the Falcons, and now I think he's the OC in Pittsburgh, maybe.
Yeah, Arthur Smith. Everybody knows that one.
Yeah. Oh, well, I do because he sucks, but. But I respect him. I respect him that he, like, has a profession and a job that he is good enough at to reach the highest level and didn't, live off his dad's money forever.
There you go. Yeah.
I respect him. I don't like him.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with. Wait, is that how he got his? Yeah, I think that probably is. It probably has something to do with it. Because they have the FedEx ground player of the week or air player of the week.
Yeah.
Is that how they got their foot in the door with that little plug?
He started as a graduate assistant at the University of North Carolina. Then he was a defensive quality control coach for the Redskins, an administrative assistant at Ole Miss, defensive quality control with the Titans, offensive quality control. So, I mean, he put in time. I'm sure his dad knows people, but like assistant offensive line coach, assistant tight ends coach.
Yeah. I was trying to see if there was any correlation there, but I think FedEx been doing business with the NFL for a while.
Yeah.
2000.
Not my favorite head coach, but he put the time in. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We talk about mental health more openly now, but asking for help can still feel hard, and BetterHelp's latest research confirms it. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe getting support is wise, yet 74% say society discourages people from doing so. We know plenty of people here who have used BetterHelp. It's awesome. It's great. You can do it right there from home, wherever you want to do it. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally, and it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the United States. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean we typically get it right the first time. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/dose. That's betterhelp.com/DOSE.
You got a list of shit here in your email thing. Mitch McConnell.
Not
the
dead.
Reaper took Lindsey Graham before Mitch McConnell.
Although there's a lot of conspiracies that picture might not be real.
Really? Talk to me.
Well, that's just what people are saying. I mean, it is funny that they took a picture of him and they put just enough of Sunday's Washington Post in the picture that you could tell that it was Sunday's, but it wasn't like obvious that they were having him hold up the newspaper, which I found very funny. But a lot of people think that could be some sort of doctored image. I don't know what their premise would be for doing that, but
interesting. Yeah, I've seen they're saying that his finger on the paper looks a little weird. I don't know. I'm not an AI photo expert, but I don't know.
I believe Mitch is still with us.
All right, I'll go ahead and take the other side of that. I'm going to go ahead and say Mitch is dead.
I just don't know what good it does you to say you're alive if in a week you're gonna have to
Oh,
say
it does
that
a
you're
lot
dead.
of good though. I think if he dies, somebody gets to replace him, and I think right now it's a Democratic mayor or something like that, right?
I believe the story is
I think you just appoint someone.
if he dies before August 3rd, there is a runoff election that Thomas Massey is allowed to run in and replace him after he did not win his primary. And if he dies on August 4th or later, they will just run the regular election that Thomas Massey is not involved in. So people online are saying that Mitch McConnell, they may be hiding Mitch McConnell's death so that Thomas Massey can't run again.
Gotcha.
For his
Okay,
seat.
so that's the left conspiracy. Okay.
Wait, so
got
his
you.
seat is up for re-election this year anyway?
That's what I was picking up on, because they were saying that Thomas Massey lost the primary, and so this special runoff election, he could get in this way.
Well, that was for his House seat. I don't know what the rules are for him to run for the Senate seat.
I don't know. This is also, I saw it on Twitter, so don't take that for truth, but that is something I saw, that it's something about timing of a runoff election, or not a runoff, but a special election because of the timing of his death.
Yeah, I'm seeing someone say that.
I'm getting old. I'm starting to enjoy some AI videos. This was kind of funny, man. It's him doing the Michael Jackson Thriller dance.
I saw that, yeah.
Maybe I'm just a big fan of Mike. I don't know.
So there's a special election required for the rest of his term before August 3rd, and there is not after August 3rd, and it would just go to the regular election in November.
So I was correct, right?
Yeah, so I assume in the special election, I guess Thomas Massey could run. Why can't he run in the regular election if he's not running for his House seat anymore?
That's where my story stopped. I don't know.
Maybe if you run for one seat in the same cycle, you can't do another one. I don't know. Thomas Massey tweeted the other day, I spoke to McConnell for about 20 minutes this morning. He said we should end the war with Iran, quit giving aid to Israel, stop spying on Americans without a warrant, and he's really sorry about how my primary turned out.
Oh, God.
Can I ask a question?
No. Next.
Okay.
No,
All right.
how the fuck would you go, man?
If you're someone like Thomas Massey, who's a career politician, or would you consider him a career politician?
I don't know enough about him. Let me look him up.
Or Nancy Pelosi, who is a bona fide career politician.
She would be, yeah.
What would happen to you? Obviously, Nancy Pelosi's just been in power for so long, but if you're a career politician and then you lose your election, what's your next career move? Usually,
I mean, most of them have law degrees or.
She ain't got shit to worry about.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. Someone who's been in Congress or the Senate for an extremely long time.
You can go lobby and make $800,000 a year, basically going to fancy lunches and.
I mean, more than 174.
That's dang. Them motherfuckers always leave rich. So they ain't gotta do shit. It's rare. It's rare. It's rare that they don't leave wealthy.
Apparently, Lindsey Graham was one of the poor
Was
members of Congress. He was Congress, right? No.
Well, they're
Was
both Congress, but he was a senator.
Or sorry, Senate.
Was he? I thought he
I mean, he was
What's his
there
net worth?
forever.
They said he had one of the lesser net worths.
Let
Interesting.
me see. Lindsey Graham's net worth as of today is $1.4 to $3 million.
Which, if you're doing politics for that long, I mean, that's not Nancy Pelosi numbers.
That's not crazy.
No, that's not crazy.
That's not crazy.
And you make $175,000 a year.
And then I assume this is all of his assets. So
Yeah.
any houses he has or cars. Or...
No children, no wife.
That's what you need just to retire normally.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This doesn't look crazy. This looks like a. I mean, what is he? 71?
Yeah.
Why he look horrible for 71?
By the way, Thomas Massey has a BS in electrical engineering and a master's of mechanical engineering from MIT. So I guess if he really wanted to, he could go do that. I don't know why you would, but he's how old?
Thomas Massey.
Born in 1971. He's 55. Yeah, he'll go be a lobbyist and make ungodly amounts of money.
Okay.
That's what most of them do. If you have to be there for at least a few years to like have the contacts to know enough people that one of those firms will want to hire you. But once you've been there for like 5-6 years, you can just go live off that forever.
Also on your list, you have Clavicular, and I learned about him on this show reluctantly. Please tell me why you have brought him back in my life.
All right, so I only find things out about Clavicular when they come on my For You page.
Pause.
Sure. And this morning, I guess he's been in Israel. I was unaware of this, but I think he's doing a tour of Israel. And he apparently, according to him, had a meeting with some people close to Benjamin Netanyahu who said to Clavicular, you know, Netanyahu's having a hard time in the media right now. Would you do a gym stream with him and teach him how to look smacks? And so I don't know if that's forthcoming, but Clavicular said he had a meeting with some high up people in Israel who said that it might be a good idea for those two to do a stream together, which I would watch. I would watch it.
Why?
Just pure fascination. I mean, Netanyahu's learning how to look smacks. You're telling me you're not going to watch it? It depends what time slot. If it's on when the Braves are on, I won't watch it. But
yeah,
I'm telling you, it's July. It's slow right now. World Cup's fixing to end.
Fuck that guy. It's very easy to change your approval rating. Stop fucking killing people. Fuck that guy. No, I'm not watching that bullshit.
This is a quote from Clavicular. They said BB's been having a lot of trouble with humanizing himself to the younger generation. They think he's old and out of shape. Would you want to do a gym stream with him?
That's why they don't like him, because he's old and out of shape. Not true. Larry David is old and out of shape, but we fucking love Larry David. You, sir, are just slaughtering people. Fuck out of here. What's up with the World Cup anyway?
Down to the semifinals.
Who we got?
France versus Spain and England versus Argentina. Top 4 teams in the world. First time that's ever happened.
So like the number 1 seeds.
Yeah, it's like the 4-1 seeds in the Final Four.
All right, when's the next? I'm gonna watch these ones. I'm gonna see.
They are
Argentina got they the ones that got messy, right?
Yes. They've had a real rabbit's foot up their ass this tournament, and FIFA might be rigging it for them, at least to have gotten to this point.
Like that. What's the benefit of FIFA rigging for Argentina?
Just more money, better ratings. You get your heavy hitters in there instead of Switzerland or Cape Verde beating them. They're Tuesday and Wednesday, the semifinals, and then the final is on Sunday.
I'm gonna peep.
Sunday.
What time?
I believe they're at 3 Eastern.
That'd be a cool little. Yeah, I'm in. I'll do that.
France, Spain is.
I think the Open is this week too, though, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to watch between. It depends on who's.
Oh, the final on Sunday. It might be at that same time. Let me.
Yeah, I don't know, because usually that's the time.
Yeah, it is.
It's you down to nut cutting time on the last day.
It'll be over.
It's a major, so
it'll be over. That's 8:00
at 3
in England.
Oh, it's in England. I thought it was here.
The World Cup is here. The British Open is in England.
Oh, you're right, huh?
It'll be over.
The times is gonna be different. Yeah, you right, dogs. You right.
And that's why they're playing these games in the afternoon here, is so that in Europe it's in prime time. Which I think is bullshit, because we have to watch games at 9 a.m. when it's all these other places in the world. But whatever, it's fine.
I mean, soccer ain't our sport, so it's okay.
Yeah, clearly.
You can give them soccer, man. You can give them soccer.
But France-Spain is like top quality matchup. That'll be awesome. France is. You should watch France play soccer.
That's Mbappe, right?
Yes. Their 3 attacking players are 3 of like the 6 best players in the world.
Okay. Yeah, I say when you say attacking, I don't know what you're talking about.
The guys who score.
I got you. And they're like, I assume, that's the position. It's an attacker.
Well, so yeah, there's striker and then wingers on either side, but you can group those as that's like, there are 5 offensive linemen, but they all have different positions.
Fair enough. Okay. How many players on the field at one time?
11, including the goalie. For each team. So 22.
Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. This video you sent of this dude getting
the Bison
ran over by a bison.
Yeah. I thought it was
Did
fake.
He die?
I think he's okay.
It just. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I thought he was just playing Ring Around the Rosie. He got tossed.
Oh no, he went 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, he got tossed. I think I'm faster than a bison. That looks slow. Let me see how fast bison are.
I don't. This is a pretty tight area. I think once you get in the open field,
35 to 40 miles an hour.
Yeah,
I'm not faster.
You're not
than
faster
a bison.
than a bison, bro.
He just looked like he was moving so slow.
Well, yeah, they're in a tight area.
I think I could shake one though.
For how long? I mean, eventually you're just gonna have to run.
I'm not gonna run in a straight line though. That's the shaking part. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him a little hezzy. I think I can get him. I'll take his hooves.
I'll tell you 2 guys that'll never find themselves in this situation though, and that's me and you.
That's facts.
If I see a bison, I'm out. This guy's standing there taking pictures. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, he was minding his business for a long time before.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild to me. Like first sight of another species, I'm usually out. Whatever the species, doesn't matter. Wasp, bee, dragonfly, I'm out. I know they docile. They be chilling.
My wife is enthralled with the idea of going to Africa and going on a safari. I said, that sounds like something you and your mother would love to do together.
Don't do that. Tell her not if you love her. Tell her not to do that.
Listen, she's an adult. She can do what she wants. I'm not going to be there.
Yeah, I'm not. Nah, I'm straight. Nah, go see the pyramids or something, dog.
I've done the safari at Disney World. That's enough for me.
I mean, I have no interest in seeing a lion, like in the live.
You can do it at Disney World. They've got lions.
I don't even do that.
And I'll tell you, that's even a little loosey goosey for me. There's no fences 100%. Or anything. They're just out there.
I feel like they could clear a lot of the because they fall.
100%.
They got those jumps. Yeah, I don't fuck with. I don't like zoos anyway because they animal prisons. And I'm not like an animal activist. It's just like I be looking at them and they're like, yo, you really in captivity. They got y'all in prison. That's crazy. And they really do like the monkeys and shit. I really feel bad for, dog. Because they smart. And they know they in prison. To a certain extent. But the rest of them, it's just sad. The whole thing is sad. A little animal prison. I'm straight. Get me out of there. But I'm definitely not going to go see them in their natural habitat.
No.
For what? Hell no.
I mean, there's how many videos of them chasing the trucks and like.
No, thank you. No, thank you. You catch a hungry lion. No, thank you. I'm good.
If I'm getting on a flight longer than 4 hours, it's to do something I really want to do.
Yeah, you're going to go get your adrenaline all excited for no reason. Fuck no.
No.
Talk your wife out of that, man.
I've just informed her. T won't be there. You're more than welcome.
And in the same vein, this other joint you sent is
yeah. Speak of the devil.
Yeah, the literal devil. After the collapse of the Lulan Reservoir, it's a dam in China. A farm dedicated for raising venomous snakes was washed out by the flood, and now poisonous snakes are everywhere. An alligator farm was also washed out.
Yeah, they got 900 cobras swimming the streets.
That's going to be a no for me as well, dog. I'm staying this. So is this I don't know enough about my Chinese topography. Is this like in a I assume it's like in a residential area?
I believe so, yeah.
Damn. Floods.
Would
Is
you
this rain?
rather go one-on-one with a bison or have your town flooded with 900 cobras?
Give me the one. Give me the 1v1. Give me the 1v1.
I don't know.
I don't do like, so you know how our little guy is afraid of heights, ironically.
Yeah.
That's how I am with snakes. It's a visceral biological reaction. When I see them, I get like,
Oh yeah, I don't.
you know what I mean?
I don't mess
I
around.
just I get this like, bro, get it away from me. Like the heebie-jeebies, all that. All that. So that I can't do snakes. So I take my chances with me giving a hezzy to the bison.
I certainly
Which
don't
I
do
feel
alligators.
like, yeah, no. Well, alligators are not aggressive like that. Crocodiles are.
You want one at your front door?
No, but that thing is that they probably won't be there. They're like afraid of us. They will attack if they feel attacked, but for the most part, they kind of just they do their own thing. They leave you alone. I see them all the time on golf courses. I'm not saying I encounter them and like
That's terrifying to me.
interact. It's really, but like I golf so much that I see them so much that I'm like, he ain't gonna do nothing. Like there's this one hole at this course by my house. It's called Black Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
Like the hockey team.
space. Yeah, you gotta space that. You gotta space those out. There's this hole, but that like when it
There's
rises
a hole
up,
in the Black Hawk?
no, there's this hole. Like that's crazy. Usually there's a hole at the Black Hawk golf course where the tee box is like surrounded by water, but it's usually low, but sometimes it gets a little high, and there's always a little alligator sitting there.
Absolutely.
And
not.
it has a baby. So there's a couple times there's a baby there with it. And so what we'll do is like while we're teeing off, everybody has to face the alligator. Whoever's not teeing off has to face the alligator just in case. But that I've never even seen one move, honestly. I mean, they'll move occasionally, but like they just be chilling, mind their business. I don't know. And this could be just anecdotal, but from my experience, alligators are not aggressive. Let me go ahead and Google that because I may be just talking out my ass.
I don't care how aggressive they are. I don't want to be around them.
I just saw a video of Robert Irwin explaining the difference between crocodiles and alligators. And he said, I mean, this is to him. So he's like familiar with a lot of animals. He said alligators, he's like, I can like touch them and hang out with them. But like crocodiles are like, you don't want to get near them.
Yeah, that was my understanding. So alligators generally reclusive and avoid humans. Crocodiles highly territorial and aggressive. Yes, and they're way bigger too. Crocodiles are like way bigger. So alligators are like, they just want to mind their business, go in their swamp, eat their food, do their thing. Crocodiles run up, get done up. No, thank you, sir.
Alligators too, you can only see their top. Alligators, you can only see their. This is what he said too. You can only see alligators like top teeth when they're like biting down. Crocodiles, you can see both. So they're really going after you.
Which ones spin when they bite? Is that both of them? Do they both spin? I'm asking you like you're the expert.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I'm not going to find out.
The death roll. Alligators and crocodiles, they both do it. They both do the death roll. They bite you and then they spin.
Oh, perfect.
I'm telling you, bro, alligators ain't that, but and they taste really good too.
Not bad, yeah.
Didn't we have alligator at the Tennessee game we went to at that tailgate?
Yeah, they were smoking a full gator. It's like a spicy chicken.
And it's like kind of like it's a little more chewy, but it's bomb. I like it. I always get it here too. In Houston, they have it a lot at the like they have like alligator bites or whatever. Shit bomb, dog.
That's like a common thing that you can just go eat.
Yeah, like seafood restaurants will have it.
Yep.
Fried alligator. It's good.
Do we have any voicemails?
This podcast is brought to you by ZocDoc. ZocDoc lets you search and compare local in-network doctors. They have more than 150,000 providers with 200 specialties across 50 states. ZocDoc's website has tons of reviews from real patients and detailed doctor profiles to help you choose the right one. Mad Dog, you said you used this morning?
I literally this morning went to my dermatologist that I found on ZocDoc. Every doctor I have used since I graduated college and got my own health insurance, I have found on ZocDoc. I'm not even joking a little bit.
Me too.
That's awesome. See actual appointment openings and click to instantly book a visit. Appointments happen fast, usually within 24 to 72 hours, and you can even score same-day appointments. ZocDoc is also free to use, super easy, set up. Just put all your information in, and you'll be good to go. Your health matters, and taking care of yourself shouldn't be complicated. Find and book the right doctor with ZocDoc. Head to ZocDoc.com/dose to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. That's ZocDoc.com/dose.
Hey, my name's Jacob, calling up Washington State. My question more has to do with, when do y'all think the infatuation of golf occurred? I grew up in a very small rural area, so golf wasn't very popular. It was kind of seen more of a upper middle class, kind of more of an elite kind of, not even sport, just a hobby. And then kind of when I got into college, 2010, kind of started noticing more and more kids getting into golf that weren't like on the golf team or played golf in high school. They were just accounting and finance kids who were like, well, this is where business meetings will happen. But then I kept seeing just more and more people getting into golf, and there's so much more infatuation with golf. But I just have no interest in it. And there's nothing wrong with it. I enjoy the interviews with the golfers on TNT and whatnot. I'm very curious of what y'all think the infatuation with golf is. Like, I work construction, and there's electricians out here at golf now. There's, everything from what would be considered, lower class, middle class. I feel like everyone's golfing now, and I'm just curious about when you guys think that kind of occurred, and maybe how you guys get so infatuated. I don't know if I'm saying infatuated. All right, love you. Bye.
I think that's easy.
You can pinpoint?
Oh, it was COVID.
Ah.
There was nothing else you could do except go play golf with pool noodles in the hole. Like, that was going to save you. And that's when everybody started playing golf.
I actually didn't play golf during COVID. I started 2 years after. But that makes sense that a spike happened during COVID. I got a homeboy who I play with who he was like, man, COVID golf was the best, because at first people didn't realize golf courses were still open. He said so every day was just wide open. Every course was just open. Nobody was there. And then after a while, it started getting a little packed, so they had to do some regulating. But yeah. So his question was, why did everybody start playing? Or
yeah, I think more or less.
Because it's fun, dog. Talking about shit is amazing.
That's
sport.
the thing, though. It's not fun. The idea is fun.
How are we defining fun? You mean like I don't have fun while I'm doing it?
When I'm driving to go play golf, I'm like, I'm going to have fun today. And then I'm playing golf and I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And then I go home, and the next day I'm like, next weekend I should probably play golf.
And I'm going to do it again. Yeah. I do agree with you there. That's why I was like, how are we defining fun? Yeah, because you don't like it, but you love it. You know what? It's just those one or two during the day where you hit it and you like, I am a fucking champion. You know what I mean? And it's gorgeous feeling that you just can't replicate anywhere. Where else can you replicate that feeling in the day-to-day life? You know what I'm saying? There's not like, even if you passing by a hoop, you hit a three, you're like, yeah, what's up? Hit a three. Whatever. Hitting a golf ball, puring it, flushing it, seeing that bitch fly exactly where you wanted it to go. There's just not a bad. I haven't. Where's there a better feeling? I've scored playoff touchdowns. I've done many good things in my life. I've released albums, created artwork. All the shit I've wanted to do. Hitting a golf ball pure where I want it to go, I cannot replicate that.
So it is interesting you say that. Because now that I think about it, like, I guess if in a pickup game you, like, go off, like, if you know, if you score like 10 of your team's 11 points. Like that feels good.
Yeah, if it's okay, right?
But
Like,
it
it's
really
cool, but
is the only sport that's accessible that you can just go do, and you can do something that you're like, damn, that was awesome.
yeah. And I did that shit. I pured that shit. I am a champion. That's what it feels like in the moment. Like I could be pro. It feels like that in the moment. And then you hit your next shot, you fucking shank it, whatever. But we don't worry about those. We don't remember those.
It's also though like when you're playing good, you're like, "Oh my god, I cannot wait to come back again and keep playing like this." But then when you're playing bad, you're like, "Well, now I have to come back so I can get better."
Yeah. So I can prove to myself that I don't suck.
Yeah.
But you do. But the Genesis Open was this week over there in, I don't know. I get all those countries in Europe.
No, the Genesis Open is in California, I thought.
It was the Scottish Open.
No, not the Scottish Open. There you go. It was whatever. There's some Open. You're right. The Genesis is in California. You're right. Whatever they're doing over there. And Rory hits a shot and he hooks it like, I don't know, 10, 15 yards left of the green. And he hits a shot and he goes, "Oh, I am so bad at golf." and and the announcer was like, "I'll switch you anytime, buddy." You gotta watch that clip. It was the greatest thing. But even he's like the best player, second best player in the world. And he's like, "Oh, I suck at golf." Like, that's just the nature of this game, bro. It's a beautiful sport. Oh, you see, Scotty Scheffler didn't make the cut.
Yeah, first time since I forget when there was like, you know, it listed the #1 song in America and all that last time.
It was 4 years ago.
Yeah, he was getting you know, the murmurs of getting Tigers. I think Tiger had 128, 25, 28, 100 without missing a cut. But even he got. But that record is safe once again. He has to start it back up next week. Sure he'll ball out in the Open. But
will
yeah,
that record ever be broken? That's a lot.
That's a lot, dog. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna have to be somebody who's that guy. That's a hell of a record. I don't know.
So he played 250 consecutive like solid rounds. I guess not because there were the weekends in between it, but like, you know, the first 2 rounds of a turn you have to play, and he never had like 2 bad rounds back to back.
Not enough to get him out of the tournament. He's still in contention for the tournament. Yeah. And there's another stat that was crazy about his. Like, I think, like, even though he's not, he doesn't have Jack Nicklaus's majors, like how he did it was like crazy. Like it was the amount of how much better he was by his field, right? So I think, I don't remember Jack's, but his was something like, you could just fact check me on this, but it was like the next closest player to him in majors, I think he was Phil Mickelson, and he was like +3 or 4 for those majors, and I think Tiger was like 100 under or something like that, something crazy like that. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was like just insane how much better he was than everybody else. Like, I mean, like imagine turning on TV today and watching a major and having somebody win by 15, 16 strokes. What? A major?
Yeah.
Hell no. That's crazy. Man, I wish he didn't ever fucking drive cars. Wow, God. Could you imagine if he didn't have the urge to press a gas pedal?
It's a fascinating individual.
It's a fascinating individual. And he just keeps coming out with shit on Sunday Red, and I keep buying it. I am addicted to buying Tiger gear. I have 3 of his bags.
Can only use 1.
It's a problem.
How many bags? So you have those 3. You got a macro custom bag.
I do, which was fire, by the way.
Are those? Is that it? You have 4?
No, I have a Black Panther one.
Uh-huh.
I have a Nike one. I have a custom one by Mackenzie Golf bags. Shout out to them, where I have my real NFL jersey and a real college jersey.
That's right.
That is my, actually I haven't rocked that one in a while. I'm gonna put that one back on the sticks. Yeah.
So that's 7.
A minute. That one, I think that's it.
All right. 7 bags.
7 bags. Yeah.
Have you
You know what
even
it is though.
have you all the
Go ahead.
Sunday red ones you bought? Have you even used all of them yet?
Oh yeah, yeah. They get
So you're
expensive. So when I
switching
feel
your
like it's
clubs like often?
my actual like the brand, or are you talking about?
No, like you're taking your clubs out of a bag, putting them in the new bag, and
Oh
then
yeah. And then all the stuff in it, right? So like the
oh yeah, and
umbrella,
teas and all. Yeah,
launch monitor, towel, all that stuff. Yeah.
I hadn't even
But I have a
considered.
tea bag. I got a bag with my teas in it. I have another bag with all my ball markers, which is another problem I have. I will get a ball marker wherever I go.
That's
And I
fine.
have I have like 50 ball markers, and usually I match the ball marker with the fit I got on. I don't know if you
Totally.
noticed that. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that when we played, but
I was
I
not
had the
paying
black and white
attention.
fit, and I had a black and white ball marker. It wasn't by accident, Big T. This shit ain't easy.
No,
You know what I mean?
I get it.
It's calculated. Every step, every string, every thread, it's calculated on the golf course.
That's so fascinating because the rest of the time prior to your fashion liaison, it was the complete
Couldn't
opposite.
give a shit. Yeah, couldn't give a shit. Couldn't care less. We changed, man. We shed every 5 years or so.
Right.
Yeah, that's why sometimes, or not sometimes, every the annual Arian Foster appreciation post by the NFL and those accounts. Sometimes I look at that shit and if I think hard enough, I would remember the games, but it just feels like I'm watching it like y'all, like, oh, he nice, like that. I'm an entirely different human. You know what I mean? Like that whole thing is just, it was a long time ago. I just don't really have there's not a lot of connection to it. You know what I mean?
You've lived an interesting life.
I have. Do you have anything like that when you look back at, you're like, man, what a different time you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but not in the sense of like your life is totally different than when you were playing football. I don't think I have anything like that.
That's true. Yeah.
Like now we have the same
odd
job.
Yeah, man, you're doing the same shit.
And you used to play in the NFL. I haven't had that dramatic of a shift yet.
I remember one time I had, because I released music, right? And so one time I released this project, and this dude was like, damn, man, what happened to you? And what the fuck do you want me to do, man? I can't play football for the rest of my life, dog. What are you expecting? Just post old clips all goddamn day? Fuck you.
That was like some people were getting upset at Weston McKinney, who's on the U.S. soccer team. He was at Surf Lodge in the Hamptons this weekend, and people were upset. Like, I guess that he's not taking the loss hard enough. It's like, I mean, what do you want him to do? Like, go sit in his house and sulk? Soccer players too, they get, like, especially in a World Cup year, I mean, they get 2 weeks off a year. Like,
really?
Their preseason starts in a couple weeks. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I mean,
that's the other thing.
That's very limited time.
I don't miss that shit either. I think that's enough. I've blocked a lot of, because you have to be fucking psycho to be a professional athlete. Like, you really got to be crazy to be a top level one too. Your work ethic is insane. Like, it's just, I don't envy that shit. Like, I'm not envy. I don't miss that shit. That's what I did. I woke up. You know how you wake up and you get your coffee and you grind at work, or you got your laptop or you whatever. I'm in a weight room, hurting, tiring myself out was my job. Like, you're saying, like, I got a finite amount of heartbeats and I'm wasting them in this fucking weight room. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it was not like, and then I'm training my boys now, right? So they want to be D1. So I'm showing them how to work, right? So we get up in the morning, we do some light lifting, we do a little ball work, I let them rest, and we go in the afternoons and we grind some basketball skill set stuff. And just that grind got me back tired again, to where I'm like, man, I'm glad I ain't doing this shit no more. This shit is exhausting.
At the end of the season, how much time did you totally take off? Like, not do anything?
There was like a month and a half where I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Wouldn't lift.
That's
I would
solid.
binge eat too. That was another thing. Because, like, you have to be so meticulous about what you eat. You have to keep your weight at a certain thing. You don't want to put trash in your body, like all that shit. So, like, there were times like I would just go crazy, in and out every day, or pizza, just shit that you miss it. You start to miss it.
So you do 6 weeks of like vacation and then like end of February, you'd be back at it?
No, March is when you start. Okay, I got to start eating better, right? And then I think mid March and April is when the grind starts. Like, all right, we locking in 2 days. You start like so. I would try to implement certain aspects of what I was working on for the next upcoming year. So I'd be like, okay, I didn't like my knee lift in this season, so like we're gonna focus on that or whatever the case may be. Long range speed, short range speed, burst, hands, routes, whatever. So you would just start implementing your training and build your training around what you want to work on. That was me anyway. I don't. Everybody has a different, but that's when I started. Like mid March is when the grind starts. I have this before and after picture of 1 year of my off season, so like of 2 months of doing nothing, and then right before training camp started, and how much my body changed. And that's why I be telling people all the time, to lose weight and to get in shape, you could do that shit in 6 months. I don't care where you at, for the most part. You could change your body in 6 months. But the majority of people just can't lock in. And granted, that was my job. I understand that. But like the discipline that you have to have is insane. But you could do that shit, and it's very easy to do. Like I'll show you a picture because I was like, I want to say I was out of shape, but I was a little pudgy, man. About where I'm at right now, right? And then I would lock in for like 4 or 5 months, and then I look like a goddamn Greek god, Big T.
How much weight did you lose?
It wasn't about the weight. It's about because I kept a certain weight. So like maybe 10 pounds or 8, something like that. Nothing crazy, but it was the proportion of it.
Right.
So like my traps got big, my chest got big, my shoulders got broad. Like, you know what I'm saying? My waist got skinny. You know that little V right there?
Sure.
That thing was defined, Big T.
Good.
You know what I mean?
What were you playing at?
227 was my prime weight, like when I felt the best. See, saying that is by the pound, know your best. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like I could feel 2 pounds. I could feel it on my body. Like I need to cut down here. Shit's stupid. I don't like that. I don't like. That's a different time, different me, different era, man. Now I drink coffee. I talk with you on a podcast. There's no imminent danger to my health. You know what I mean? This is a great life. I'm enjoying this side much more.
Yeah.
Very appreciative though. Very appreciative. But fuck that shit.
It's cool to do for a while.
Yeah. I guess. If I had it over again, I'll probably play a different sport though.
I mean, now you'd play golf.
Golf, yeah, or tennis. But probably
I
golf.
think
yeah.
Golf requires such like. Do you think you could have started like what age were you like I'm gonna play in the NFL?
7.
Do you think if you started playing golf at 7, you could have gotten good enough to be a professional golfer?
1,000%. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying in general. Listen. This is not about you. I'm saying any person. I'm saying any person.
I'm not saying any person.
Because golf requires it's an inherent. There's a skill to it. I think football. If you lock in from the age of 7 and you're like, I'm gonna play football, you can develop whatever skill you. Especially if you're like a lineman. Like you. I mean, you can just sheer willpower yourself to be. I mean, you got to be big enough, I guess. But like. I think football is the sport you can most will yourself to be a professional, if that makes sense.
No, I think it's actually golf. Golf doesn't require.
There are no physical requirements. That's true.
Yeah, exactly. There's no physical stature that you have to be. So it is literally just technique.
But you have to be so good.
Are the best. But like so.
Think of how good Ari's gotten in 3 years of playing.
And and he's not even close.
But that's 3 years.
But I've only been playing 3 years. Think about
well, you were also an adult.
4. But again, if I started at 7, if 4 years after 7 is 11 years old, so the jump from 7 to 11 would be great, and then from 11 to a young 20-year-old kid like that, and that's all that I did. Like
I see what you're saying.
1,000%.
It's
1,000%. What do you think? Do you think it's magic? Like, what do you think? How do you think they get good?
no 100%, but it's just like even the guys who get very good, it's a very tiny percentage of those guys who make it. Like
This was the argument my teachers gave me about football. Like, I understand that numbers, but like, one, the reason why I was so confident and why I was so confident in football. Like, I remember standing on the sidelines, right? And one game, and maybe I told the story on this podcast before, but one game we played the Tennessee Titans. And it actually, I think, is one of my best games I ever played in the NFL. And I talked myself into a good game because the first drive, I think we went 3 runs in a row and I got nothing, right? Nothing. And like, and at this time, I'm a perennial all Pro Bowler, whatever. So it's not that my confidence was shot, but you just, the doubt starts creeping in and you even like, damn, like, am I washed? Am I losing it? Like, what's going on? Like, all those thoughts start creeping in my head. And so they go down, I think they kick a field goal, they score or something like that. So I'm, as the offense gets ready when they kick, right? So I'm standing and you see the defense getting ready like you're getting ready, right? So we just stand and wait for the kickoff. And I'm looking over at the other sideline and I'm looking at these dudes and a thought pops into my head. I'm like, there's not a motherfucker over there that works harder than me. There's not one. Not one of these motherfuckers does the shit that I do. Not one. And that shit sparks some enrage in me that made me go off, right? I think I had like 100 yards receiving and 100 yards rushing that game, right? Really hard to do in the NFL. And I'm not saying that thought is what, like, why I had a good game. A lot of different variables have to go on, but it reinstilled the confidence in me of why I did what I did. The way I work, the way I there's not going to be nobody to outwork me. Like, that's why I got so good at golf so fast. It's because I decided to get good at it. That mindset, I think I was just lucky by having that part of it, but also my dad had instilled some stuff in me. I think that shit separates me from a lot of human beings. It just does. I'm not saying I'm the greatest or whatever. I'm just saying, like, the way that I work. So if I have that work ethic at a young age in golf, I feel like I can do it in anything. But in golf, specifically, yes, because it's not even like, it's a technical sport. It's not hard. It's just it's hard to stay disciplined. That makes sense. Does that make sense?
See, I think that's why it's the opposite, is that it's such a finely tuned skill that whereas football, like, if you have the requisite, if you get yourself fast enough and strong enough and big enough, like, you can learn how to catch a ball and like, but if you're shifty,
You sound crazy right now.
I'm just saying, like, I think it's easier to get to a physical point where you can play football than tune the skill required to be a professional golfer.
Oh, I think you're just drunk. Are you drunk?
No.
You sound drunk right now. It's easier to get to a physical point in football than it is to play professional golf. I don't understand this argument.
I'm saying you are more likely to be, neither is likely. I think you're more likely to be able to play professional football than professional golf. From a pure numbers standpoint, too, by the way.
Yeah, I think numbers wise, because it's an individual sport, but no, man. Like, so I've been playing for what, it'll be 4 years now this summer. I'm a 5 handicap right now, like 5 point, whatever. 9 to 10% of all golfers in the world are 4 to 7, like, or lower. So it's like, I've already reached the threshold that 95% of people that even play golf will never get to and don't get to. And I've been playing for 4 years. If I was introduced to this as a kid, where my brain is more malleable and you pick up things quicker and you learn faster and all that shit, there's not a doubt in my mind.
You're starting from the place of being a professional athlete. I'm saying take any Joe Schmo out there.
The original thing was you was talking about me. Not
I'm talking generally.
No, you weren't. That's why I started arguing it.
Well, I mean, you in if you take you at 7 years old, I'm applying the same to you as like the general population. But yes,
Yeah, you said, do you think you could have done golf?
Okay,
I'm like,
yes, I
absolutely.
see.
And you're
I
like,
see the
I don't
confusion.
know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I have no doubt you could have been very good at golf. I don't know if you would have been a professional or not, but
that shit's crazy to me, dog. What do you think makes them so good?
No, I agree with you. It is years and years of honing that skill. But how many guys are on the tour? 150?
Guys are on PGA Tour. I have no idea, actually. There are roughly 125 to 215 players.
So, like, you got to be in the top 100 guys in the world to be consistently on the PGA Tour.
Okay.
That sounds remarkably difficult to me. I don't know.
Didn't we start the show with me being on the top 100 players in the NFL?
That is true. You were very good at football. But you only have to be in the top, 1,500 football players?
Only have to be in the top 1,500.
You just said you'd be in the top 100 golfers.
I do think so.
Okay,
yeah,
so I'm saying it's easier to be in the top 1,500 football players.
Yeah, you're talking from a number standpoint. I'm talking from a skill set standpoint. Like,
I'm saying both. They're both very hard to do.
Yeah, but you're shitting on one.
I'm not shitting on it.
A little bit.
No, I promise I'm not. It's very hard to be a professional football player, but I'm saying if that is the one that the most people could attain. I don't think you get what I'm saying. Okay, basketball and baseball, like, which one would you say is the hardest then?
Between basketball and baseball?
Just general, anything. I think baseball and golf are the hardest.
Hardest sports to play?
Professionally.
See, this is where I think I'm fucking up. Are you saying, like, the hardest to enter into the top echelon of that?
I'm saying take a 12-year-old who plays every sport, okay? Hypothetically.
All right.
I think the ones that it will be the most difficult to be a professional in would be baseball and golf, and then basketball, and then football.
Yeah, I would say football is probably a easier threshold to get into. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I was saying.
Not really, but
that was my point.
I think you pivoted.
You think I'm saying that you couldn't have? You think I'm saying you could not have been a professional golfer?
I think that's literally what you said.
I have no idea if we time traveled back to the 80s if you could have been a professional golfer. You obviously ended up being a professional athlete, so maybe you could have. I don't know.
It's the way you saying it. It's the way you saying it, Connor.
What am I saying? It's really hard to be a professional golfer. Really hard. I believe in you, though.
It's like
listen, number 8, 2013. People don't forget.
You know, it feels like it's like you finally get let into this club and there's like a guy and they're like, oh, you got in through that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you got
not
through that
what
door.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I'm saying.
It's all good. It's all good. Again,
you're really good at golf.
It's the way. I don't know if it's the tone or the frequency. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but I can hear it. It's underneath.
There's nothing underneath.
I can hear it, dog. I can hear it.
I don't think so.
You know what? That shit makes me want to be like, I want to be a scratch now. Like,
that would be
this
really
time
good
next
at golf.
year. What is this? What is today? July 13th. This time next year, I'm gonna be a scratch. Just because
I doubt
of you.
it, but I believe in
See?
you.
Yeah. Just because of you. This is you. This is your fault. You did this.
You know what we need to do when we're in Atlanta, by the way? We need to go back. We need to go to the golf course where the incident happened, and I can show you.
Oh, it was there?
This place. Oh yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I'll pull up with you. I was talking to a bunch of the homies at the in my group chat, the Vol group chat. But bunch of us are meeting up in Atlanta too.
Love that.
Been a while since we seen each other, but yeah. All right, man.
That was a
Enough
really
of
long
your,
voicemail answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to do another one? You want to do another one?
Yeah, there's another
I'll
one.
do one more.
Hi, this is Rory from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have a bit of a financial question. My wife and I are about to buy a house together, and just for easy purposes, our closing cost is about $20,000. Now, we split all of our bills, and the same could be said for this one, and I think we both owe $10,000 to keep it even. However, she had a distant relative die recently, leaving her $10,000. Should we still split it evenly, or maybe, with this windfall, should I only have to pay $5,000 since, grandma's covering 10, I'm covering 5, she's covering 5, and then is that fair? Stay handsome, stay beautiful. Love you guys.
Let me make sure I'm hearing this correctly.
That's kind of
This is a
crazy.
Yeah, let me
I feel
make
like
sure
you
I'm hearing
should
this
not
correctly.
be calling into a podcast. You should talk to your wife.
Yeah, hang up.
Let me make sure I'm hearing this correctly. They have to pay a down payment for their house.
Yep.
Yes.
Closing
Okay.
costs, yeah.
And they're going to split it, but a family member of his
Hers.
is giving him- hers
Died.
is giving her $10,000.
Well, they died, and that's what they got from
Yes.
the death.
And is she putting that towards the house?
He's saying
It sounded ambiguous.
That's
he's
the
saying
question.
if she puts closing cost is $20,000. Dead grandma, let's assume, gave $10,000 to them when she died. Should husband only be responsible for $5,000 now because grandma's putting down half posthumously? How do you say?
Posthumously. Can I just
Posthumously.
say,
Instead of the $10,000, or they split the $20,000 like they were.
I love that this guy listens to the show. Thank you so much. We appreciate every Macrodosian out there. It's why we get to have this great job. This is precisely why I don't get like married couples who are like we split such a, like you're supposed to be one. It's supposed to be everybody's money. Like I don't understand the we split this, and then you get in situations like this.
Well, see, this is why I'm trying to understand it before I give an opinion on this. So he's saying, should she still have to pay, or he should have to pay?
He's saying each of them should pay $5,000 plus the 10, instead of he pays 10 and then his wife pays 10, but she just got $10,000 from somebody, so it's kind of like she's not paying anything.
Okay, so so if I'm her, if she's thinking about giving this money for the house, right? Because first of all, we don't even know if that's what she wants to do with it, right? Because it's
Right.
Exactly.
grandma died. That's what she left, right? That's what grandma left, right? I'm entitled to do with that money whatever I want. If she wants to save it, whatever, I don't know, whatever. Nah, dog, you still got to pay your half.
Yeah.
That's how I would look at it. Like, how she pays it is none of your business, really. That's how I look at it.
It is, but that's what it is. It's both of your business. You're married.
I don't think it is. I don't.
I'm
think
not
it is.
advocating for what he is. I'm just saying, like, this is why it doesn't make any sense to do. It sounds like their finances are like totally separate, which if that works for you, that's amazing.
That I think that's what this boils down to. And I think I hear married couples all the time, and they say, no, everything's together. But I think a lot of those couples that I talk to are younger and they're still together and they've never been divorced. And so there is no, in case
Well,
this
that's
doesn't
the
work in their
idea.
hands. Agreed. But if you look at the marriage divorce rates in this country, they're very high.
If you
right?
look at
So
first-time divorces, it's not that high, and then there are some other factors that it's not as high as you think it is.
It's still high. People get divorced.
It's too high,
It is
but
what it
it's
is.
not as high as you think it is.
I understand you just got married. This is not. I'm not talking to Connor.
No, I know,
This is not-
but
this is
it's
not
a lot of people
not
get married
a-
remarried 3 and 4 times and get divorced, and that contributes to the percentage.
What is the first time marriage rate?
I think it's like
because-
35.
Perfect. Okay, the marriage divorce rate is 30%. That is if that was a baseball player, he's going to the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It happens, right? People get divorced. And I always advocate for split finances because I feel like it gives you autonomy and it gives you a certain sense of privacy that when you're in a marriage that I think is still good for healthy relationships. I think you still have to have a you aside from a one, right? That's just my opinion on relationships in general.
You can do that without splitting your finances totally.
Absolutely, which is I'm not against merging finances. I just think it's healthy to have split finances. I'm not saying it can't work or don't work. If it works for you, that's what's up. But what I'm saying is, from my experience, having separate finances, and of course, my experience is a little different. Like when you come into like large amounts of wealth, definitely have split finances. But I think if you guys, work regular jobs or whatever the case may be, that probably works better than in my scenario. So I think that the argument comes down to, are we splitting finances or not? Which it sounds like they are, which is, if that's the case, that's her money and she can spend it however she wants to spend it. You should just pay whatever you was going to pay. Grandma, hold on. Unless I heard this incorrectly, did grandma give it to them or her?
Distant relative died and left it $10,000 for her, I think, not for them.
See,
together.
This is where, and now it's causing a problem and resentment.
It's a weird question to like.
So hold on. So
you
let me
should
ask
have
you
already
question,
figured
BT.
it out. Like, I don't know.
Be in charge.
Yeah.
So we married, me and you, Big T, legally,
Okay.
right?
That's sweet.
Me and you married.
Congrats.
I have a distant relative that dies. We have joint finances. We split it together.
Mm-hmm.
My distant relative dies and leaves me $10,000. Now you got $10,000.
It's no. That's the thing. It's a marriage. There's no me and you. It's we. But also, if all your money is in one pot, right? And you have $20,000 worth of closing costs. You pay the $20,000. The 10 comes in, so it's the same. Whereas if it's to one person, now you have this whole math problem of like, okay, well, I should only have to pay 5 now, and then she's like, well, I don't want to put that toward. It creates a problem.
Yeah. I guess I just can't relate to that. I can't relate to having to. This is why I believe split finance is okay, even if it's you guys have like you make a modest living. Because I can't relate to, as being an adult, like having to have a conversation about any expenditures that I have. It's just something that I don't know I'd be necessarily comfortable with going to my wife and be like, yo, I got a trip that I want to plan. And then now we have to sit down and figure it out together, rather than I've set it this aside. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you don't have a wife.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's about having a wife. I think it's about having split finances.
But you can still like. I think the way I would do it is you have most of your money goes into one joint account, and then you each have a separate account where you have some money and you do whatever you want.
So what's the point of having so you do have split accounts still?
I still have my own bank account, yeah.
So
most of my money doesn't go in it, but
but you do have a separate.
Yeah,
so what's the point of having a joint one then?
So that you know where most of your money is, you know that all your bills come out of that and everything, and you know like what you've got. I can't imagine being married and like my wife Venmoing me for something.
Yeah.
Like I can't fathom that.
Yeah, well, that'd be weird. But
I think that's what some people do when they don't have joint bank accounts. Like, how do you?
But you just like trade off. Like it's like with your friends. Like, oh, you paid for that.
I think it's far easier to just have one account where
for
most of your
sure.
money is. That you.
This is like an actual question. I mean, I've never been married.
That's interesting.
I've never been married. If you are a couple that has completely separate finances in a marriage, what do you do when it is like we're putting the down payment on a house?
I think it's this situation.
Well, I think it's normally you split it, but you don't like randomly have a $10,000. But again, if he's saying like they have completely separate accounts, then no, she doesn't have to put the 10. She
'Cause
can
it's
put
not-
the 10,000 towards whatever she
Yeah,
wants.
Right.
yeah,
Legally,
I think I
legally it's not
agree.
your 10 grand.
I think
Yeah.
y'all have made the decision that everything's separate, so everything's separate.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
yeah,
That's what
that
I'm saying.
10
Like,
grand isn't touching you.
right.
Her grandma
Yeah.
or whoever, her great aunt gave her 10 grand. You get nothing. If that's how you want to play the
Good.
game.
And it's clearly, if he's questioning it, it's clearly like,
And now it's caused an issue,
yeah.
and he's
But
mad.
I think there will always be that financial, and I don't even think it's an issue. Like maybe he's just like, let me see what somebody else thinks. Maybe he's just, getting in a
Yeah,
second
maybe
opinion
they've
on it.
already-
I think because finances have to be discussed in a marriage. I
Yeah.
understand that, right? And I think this is just one of those. It's a conversation to be had. There are no rules written, right? Everybody does their things differently. So I think he's just kind of testing the waters, like, well, what would be fair, what would be right.
Also, I mean, eventually, like, the 10 grand is going to be spent. You might benefit from that. She might want to do so. Like, eventually down the road,
Yeah, the 10 grand will be
you'll have that money regardless.
because she might not want to pay it for the closing costs, but she might pay it to get a couch and
And then what if
a
he
new
doesn't want
bed
the
and
couch?
whatever. Well, then that's not my. Then he'll call again. And
That's
ask
what I'm
about the
saying,
couch.
like,
I
it
don't know if they're a
causes
great
all
match.
these
I don't know if
issues.
they're a great match.
I just the marriage thing and this is stressing me out because it is like
Yeah.
I think though, if you're on the same page, it's fine. But like, clearly he's not on the same page. Like, that's what it seems like. Like, I think if you have separate accounts and you both have an understanding of things,
yeah.
like, you're married. Like, that's your person. Like, you understand
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
Yeah, I actually think it takes all the stress out of it.
What?
Having
See,
joint.
to me,
Having
it's the exact opposite.
combined.
It puts more.
Here's our
Oh,
expenses
see, I'm
for
on
this
big-
month. Here's
I'm
all
on
our
Big
money
T's
in this
side,
account.
honestly.
You're done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just more.
I lean more towards Arian's side, but like, I understand the other side too.
I'm
Yeah,
weirdly,
it's like I
I see
don't
both
get it.
sides of it. I'm weirdly more on Big T's
And then
side
you just
here.
budget out. You're like, okay, 10% or whatever of our money you keep, and then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think it's just the autonomy of it that is, and I don't mean in the sense of like I want to go on a golf trip with my buddies, whatever. It's just like I think it is. I think if I'm in a relationship, right, like I would have a conversation and I would say, like if I wanted to go somewhere or do something, I would let it be known where I was going, what I was doing. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Are you cool with me leaving these days? Whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. I don't know that I was ever asking for permission, and this may be a little bit of ego, but I feel like when you have a joint account, it's almost like you're asking for permission, and that feels odd to me. I don't know.
I think that's more dependent on the type of marriage you're in.
Yeah, I don't think you
That's
have
what
to-
I think.
I think it's
yeah.
also I think this is also something that's so individual to each couple.
Yeah.
But I would
Yeah.
also say that it depends on maybe the income gap that's coming in. Maybe you make $200,000 a year and your husband makes 150. Like, what is that 50 grand gap?
It's all one.
But I'm saying if there is separate accounts, like
That's
what he's saying.
again, that creates more problems.
I know no. I'm saying this more for Arian, but like
Yeah, I don't know,
but
man.
also
I think
Arian,
the
you
opposite
had
creates problems.
you had
What-
like
wait. You
Also, Arian has a bigger gap than most
yeah, exactly. I
people.
was just gonna
So
say
I
Arian
think
has
that-
an
that is true.
extremely
But
fair-
you think in a regular marriage where the two people make $75,000 and $60,000 combined, they make $135,000. You think that's more of a problem than if they kept it separate?
I think it can, right? So I think it's again. So there was this Jordan Peterson quote that I loved, right? And what he said one time was like, there's little landmines in houses, in homes that people have, right? Like, let's say again, me and you are married, Big T, and I don't like the drapes you pick, right? And so I never said anything about the drapes. I just didn't like the drapes, right? But after a while, you start fucking up in a relationship. I don't like, whatever. We have problems and issues. that drape becomes a landmine, you know, and then the tablecloth that you pick becomes a landmine. The couch you pick becomes a landmine. Now everything that I built resentment up, or have resent, or I'm sorry, everything that I didn't ever address becomes like a little landmine that's built up over time, right? Resentment in a relationship. And I think that the gap that y'all are talking about, it may not be like, I think it's very normal and to say we're one, but if I'm bringing in $200,000 a year and the other partner is bringing in 50, after a while, if you guys are having any kind of rift, that enters the chat.
But doesn't that enter it anyway? Because like, whether or not your accounts are separate or not, a huge part of marriage is the financial. Like,
yeah, I think it enters it way more if one person is making $2,000 a month and the other's making 20.
I agree.
I think this is really interesting.
But the reason why I feel like it should be separate, and why I would always, even if I didn't have like, if I wasn't a millionaire, I would still operate like this, is because any joint decision we have to make, I'm making it with you. If let's say I'm making the 20 grand and you making the 50 grand, Big T, right? Or 200 grand and you making the 50 grand, right? If we're putting down on a house, we still have to do it together. You know, everything we have to do, we're gonna have to do together. And I'm in on that. So I'm not gonna hold any resentment towards me putting in a bigger half, but I still feel like there's a certain amount of autonomy that you have to have inside of a relationship. And I think a financial one is one of them for me. Maybe that's just a me. It could just be a me thing.
I agree with you, but I think that the income gap, if there is something there, will come up with or without combined bank accounts. Because it is like, okay, we're closing on a house or whatever. And then at that point, also a thing that I think is now coming up in this voicemail, to bring it back to that, is like, again, you make 500 grand, I make 50 grand. Do you pay 90% of the closing costs and I pay 10%? Like, then what's the breakdown there for what you are responsible for? Are both of you still paying 50-50, and then your partner who makes less money is taking on a much greater financial burden?
And here's where I think it comes in more, Arian, is, okay, if I make 200 grand, my wife makes 50, put it all in one account, I feel like I make 250, because you're doing everything with your wife anyway. If you're now doing everything with your wife, but all your money is separate, now it's coming up every time you do anything, as opposed to just all being together, and that's like, oh yeah, we have 250. By the way,
yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with it. I think that
you're injecting it into your life more by having it separate.
I think we both agree with each other and agree with each other's points.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not
because the point that you're making,
yeah,
I agree. But the point that I'm making, you also agree, which is why you do put a little on the side for yourself. I have a separate account from our main account. You do agree that a little bit of financial autonomy is important just for your mental space.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, so I think that's what I think we both, because like when you put it like that, yes, I think you're correct. If I make 200 and my wife make 50, we make 250. I understand that point. If you got somebody that you love and you trust like that, beautiful. I understand that. Yeah, I think putting it like that changed my perspective.
By the way, in a 2022 UCLA study, researchers surveyed over 1,000 married adults about their relationship satisfaction and how they manage their financial resources. They also looked at data from the British cohort study, a longitudinal study of children born in Britain during a single week in 1970. Among those participants, the researchers could see how pooling resources affected relationship happiness at one point in time and whether it predicted a divorce in the intervening years. In both sets of participants, those who pooled their resources were significantly happier in their relationship than those who didn't at all or only pooled them partially, with those who didn't combine them at all being the least happy of the bunch. In the British cohort study, pooling resources also reduced the probability that a couple would split up.
I'm glad I changed my mind before the data came.
Yeah.
I also think it has a lot to do with like the relationship too. Like if you trust the person, it's like you should have the conversation, but it's not something you should be worried about whether or not it's in separate or together accounts. You know what I mean? Like depending on the decision you make, it shouldn't be like, oh, well, how are we going to do this? It's like, no, we're going to figure it out because we're
a partnership.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think what's the dope part is I think I got my mind changed with that point, Big T, when you said that, because that is a great way to put it. And I think, but the thing that made me sad is I'm never going to do that. I can't. Because if I meet somebody now, if I meet somebody, I have way too much to lose, and unfortunately, I've seen it happen in my life and other people's life where people get with you for that reason, and they could pretend a very long time. So this is like I'm very jaded from the industry that is gold digging.
Get a prenup.
And so you can absolutely but I'm saying I can never have together accounts. I would always have to have a separate one.
Again, you are.
Yeah,
no,
I'm saying it's sad. I'm saying
this.
it's sad because what Big T just described was a loving, happy marriage where you trust somebody and it's amazing. And I'm like, I ain't never gonna have that shit.
Oh,
I could absolutely love, and I can give, and she could love me, but I will never trust somebody with my fortune again, because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen too many times, and it's just it wouldn't even be smart for me to do it. It wouldn't even be smart. Like I'm jeopardizing my future, my kids' future. It's just too much at stake. It's just, unfortunately, love is not worth the risk in my shoes. And that's sad, Big T, that I don't get to have a white picket fence like you.
I still live in an apartment, so it's not quite.
One day.
Yeah. I think
I believe in you, dog.
At 7% interest, I'll never have that shit either.
Put a fence in your apartment.
Racket.
I think talking with your partner about money and finances is like an extremely, extremely important thing. And
it's the number one cause of divorce.
I think it's crazy when I hear people say like, oh yeah, me and my partner never talk about money, and like, or before we were married, we never talked about money. I'm like, what if they secretly have 50 grand of debt? Like, how do you?
Yeah, that's probably the number one thing if y'all are seriously thinking about getting married, is to talk about finances,
Right.
how you do finances, because that could be, bro, you could find the love of your life and then you realize she's shit with money or he's shit with money, whatever, and that could change your perception of somebody, because then it's like it's an ick. It's like one of the ultimate icks. Like, ew, you're irresponsible.
I just think it's so like I don't know. Maybe I'm just loose-lipped when it comes to my finances, but like I don't see it to be a super taboo topic if you're making. I think it's far more serious like to talk about that than like it is to talk about like I don't know.
No, that's super important.
Yeah.
Children
like
and
one of
money.
the main things. Yeah, kids, money, and I think religion is another one too.
Yeah. But
Those
like
are
I
all
think
important. Also, why it's hard to find, bro. You know how hard it is finding atheists?
Just generally,
it's hard.
I can't imagine
No.
it's that hard.
No, you can find atheists, but you have to find one that, you know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily atheists, but like, people that are okay with, not okay with it. Cause like when you do, like I've met some beautiful humans, and then I tell them, I usually save that for last. I don't like talking about religion because then I have to divulge. I don't believe that shit. And then it changes how they view me sometimes. Most of the time not, but like sometimes it'll be like, oh yeah, I'm a big God fan. I'm like, oh well. That was fun.
They're going out with you?
What you mean?
Like good Christian women are going out with you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm good people, dog. I'm good.
No,
people,
you are.
dog.
It's just I figured that would have
people.
that would have been vetted before that point.
I think when you type my name in, I don't know if it's like the number one thing that pops up. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's there, but I don't know. I've never Googled myself.
How much conversation are you having with a woman before you go on a date?
A bunch.
So see, that's where I figure it at some point.
But I intentionally try to steer a conversation away from religion because it's just a boring topic to me. Like it's not interesting in the sense of like you're not gonna change my mind unless you have some groundbreaking evidence. So it's just there's no reason to talk about it for me. Like it's something that I studied heavily. Like I've read a lot about the subject, so I'm not that interested in others' opinions on it. I think it's a topic that's just very divisive. There aren't many open-minded people in general that will I want to say that. I don't want to typecast like that. But I think religion can steer people away from dating somebody who doesn't believe what they believe. And so I tend to just there's a person I was dating who is very faithful, and I intentionally left it to the back burner so she got to saw who I was before that question. And when it came up, we talked about it a little bit, and she was like, "Nah, I believe that you're a good person." I was like, "Well, I am," and she discarded it. It didn't matter. Didn't work out for other reasons, but happens.
I didn't know you were going out with that many Christian women.
Wow. I got a profile on Christian Mingle.
I bet you do.
Nah, fuck. Oh, that'd be dirty.
Are they still around?
Game. I have no idea. It's gonna be an atheist mingle, huh?
On like Hinge, you can put those types of things.
Yeah, they're still around.
Hinge. I've never been on Hinge. All right. Unless anybody has anything else. Good show.
Eric
still
is back Thursday, from my understanding. He had a pop punk show tonight.
Yes, he's pursuing his singing career.
I don't think we ever acknowledged his absence. We just kind of went in.
No, I think you said something about it, right?
Maybe. I don't remember.
I don't know. But yeah, he'll be back next episode. And to all my people in relationships, split finances, don't split finances. I think we came to a good understanding.
We never actually answered the question. Or I guess we kind of did. I think if you decide everything's split, then it's split.
Yeah. I always like when I get my mind changed. That's a fun thing.
So you think you've come around?
No, I told you. I think that we see each other's points.
Yeah.
And whereas before I would have disagreed with you till the cows came home. But I understand what you're saying, and I agree with that. But I could never do that.
Yeah.
Anymore. Like, unless I meet a shorty who got some bread like that, and then we both are willing to risk it together. That could work.
Yeah.
That could work. We'll see. But odds are she gonna have people that'll be like, "Nah, don't do that shit." And I'll be like, "All right, I feel you."
Tables turned.
Yep. All right, y'all. Yeah, see y'all next week.
Thursday.
Take care of each other, man.
This Thursday.
Damn. See y'all tomorrow.
Long week, huh? It's Monday at 1.
Now I had a long weekend. We had a summer Sundays. Summer Sundays is where a whole bunch of the homies and the homies' kids come over, barbecue, drinking, food, long night. Actually, not a very long night, long day. I passed out at 9:30.
What time did you get up?
That's how. 4:30.
Ugh.
And I was on the couch, and so I passed out on the couch. I went to my bed.
I've got a friend that falls asleep on his couch like 60% of nights.
I do.
I can't believe it.
I do lights on top of covers, in my day clothes, on the couch, multiple times.
You're kidding. How often?
It used to be like when I first graduated college, like 3 times a week.
That's insane.
Now it's probably once every 2 to 3 weeks.
I can't sleep unless I am in my bed at night.
50% of the time it's after I'm drinking.
You don't take naps?
I can't sleep on a plane. I don't. If I ever do fall asleep, it is unintentional and I feel horrible after.
Huh. Look at that. Big T's woke. Too woke.
Yeah, no, I stay woke until nighttime.
There you go. All right. Holla at y'all later, man.
Goodbye.